Hi Junkie, so this is part 2 of the quest for that Miller tone. So just a summary, in the first video I have discussed the technique, okay? So the sound will primarily come from the technique, so you have to observe how Marcus does it, okay? So again, as a summary, Marcus is thumping in this area. So that gives you a little richer tone compared to if you thump right here. And then he's popping, so it's not that strong. And of course, later, the bass, okay? So, and the finger style is plucking over here. Most of the time. But of course, he can also pluck here. I've seen him pluck over here. Okay, so those are the subtle nuances again. So it's more of hitting the strings here in the thumb pads instead of the bone here. And of course the force is not that strong. Okay, so those are the subtle nuances. In fact, I don't even sound near it. Okay, although the vibe is there, okay, of course it will not sound exactly like it. Okay, however, it's kind of different with my own technique at first. Okay, compared to that has a richer tone. Compared to as to this one. Okay, so again it's largely technique. And then the next ingredient is the bass. Okay, so Marcus plays a jazz bass, so definitely a jazz bass is a must. Okay, both pickups on, because if you turn down the neck, so it's a Jaco-like. Okay, so the beef will come from the neck pickup, and then the tone may be rolled on at the maximum, so for maximum treble. But sometimes you don't need it, so you can roll it down. Okay, so in that kinds of situation, so a jazz bass is a must. And Marcus has been using his modified 1970s Fender Jazz. Okay, so of course I will not be able to find a Fender Jazz in the 1970s edition, of course. So the closest that I can get is this Fender copy, the Fernandez Bernie bass. This is around the 70s to 80s, and it's a lawsuit. It's a lawsuit one. But of course, again, any jazz bass will do in my opinion. Okay. Maybe the wood can influence the sound. So Marcus has a bass that has a maple neck and a maple fingerboard. So, but I don't know the body. Okay, maybe that's alder. The alder tends to be a little brighter. Only in my experience. Okay, I could be wrong. This one I don't really know the body, but the neck, I can bet that this one is maple. Okay. So of course, it should be a jazz bass because you cannot do it in P bass. Okay, so I will simulate the P bass sound. Sounds good, but not anywhere near the Miller tone. Okay, so jazz bass. I have seen Miller, the Miller bass to have a high mass bridge. Okay, but I don't think this will have much of an effect on your tone. Although in my experience, the basses that have a high mass bridge, a heavier bridge, tend to be fuller and punchier. But again, I've seen bassists who have a bass that has the stock Fender bridge and they sound fine. So it's still in the technique. So again, jazz bass is a must. A P bass will not get you near to the Miller tone. Okay, so of course you have to set it up. I don't know how Marcos sets up his bass, but in my observation only, based on the hundreds of Marcos videos I have seen, it's a little low. It's a little low, so that you will get that little raspy sound. In his song Blast, it has that raspy sound. That could help, but again, it's a lot to do with the technique. Okay, so again, so that's part 2. So part 3, we will look at the strings. Okay.